Hi, welcome to Pico Playtime, the video series where I play through some cool Pico 8 games to show to you lovely people. Because there are so many Pico 8 games, I haven't got enough time to record videos about everyone, so we get one a week. Anyway, today we have got a game called Super Disc Box. It's by a developer called Farbs. I'll put their Twitter handle below, Farbs McFarbs. They're a developer from Australia, a game developer from Australia, and this is their first Pico 8 project. And yeah, let's have a look at it. So I'll load it up, shall I? So yeah, Super Disc Box. It was made for the Super Disc Room. What's it called? It was made for Disc Room Jam. So this is the same game jam from that was made. Start that again. This is the same game jam that the game Pigments was made for, which I had a look at last week in the last video. So yeah, I didn't realise that when going into this game. I just started playing it, and then I realised afterwards, oh, hang on a minute, this all seems very familiar. No, I didn't. I just checked the itch page. I'm lying to you. Anyway, yeah, it's a cool kind of arena shooter, kind of like Defender. Before we get into it, though, we've got our stupid kind of energy drink again, everyone. It's a kind of Monster. I'm back on one of the big lads. It's Monster Punch Energy. Punch Monster Punch Energy. Mix D. L-carnitine. There's words written on the can. I've actually had a can of this before, actually, so, you know, I'm running out of ideas, basically. Or maybe Monster are running out of ideas. Anyway, there's always someone who likes to mix things up at the party. The DJ mixing the music, or someone mixing the punch bowl. Do you see punch bowl? See, it's like a bowl of punch to get the party rolling. At Monster, we like to stir things up a bit too, and inevitably our next great concoction comes to life. Monster Mix D. Also, it's called Mix D, not Punch. Even though the word punch is written even bigger than the word monster. Whatever. It packs a tropical punch, so it's going to taste of pineapple. And it's packed with a full load of our Monster Energy blend, which still remains a complete mystery. What is the Monster Energy blend? You know, what is that? It's sure to get the party started day or night. Right, well, let's get the party started then. And let's see what it tastes like, because I can't remember. Taste of cherry, okay? Quite nice. Basically taste of cherry, that. So let's get cracking with Super Disc Box then. We might get some more parties started later on. So yeah, this is on the featured list on Pico 8 at the moment. And yeah, straight in there, the cool title screen. Game by Farbs. Music, you might recognise the music actually. Music by Gruber, almost as always. I can't remember the last time I reviewed a game that didn't have Gruber's music in. Anyway, yeah, this was made for the Disc Room Game Jam, which basically was a game jam where you had to make a kind of Disc Room-like game. Go and search it afterwards. You can find a link actually if you go onto the itch page down below. But yeah, it's kind of an arena shooter. We're in this little arena. There are discs flying around on the screen, and I've got a kind of jetpack. And the idea of the game is to collect boxes. So now I've got the katana weapon. Each box has a weapon, and the more boxes you collect, the more points you get. So some of the weapons are a lot better than others. The machine gun's a good one. I like the machine gun. Now this is quite an interesting idea because usually in a game like this, you would it's a very fast-paced game. It's very hard to talk about and play at the same time. There we go. Game over. In a game like this, usually you would find a weapon that you like, or you try to use the same weapon as much as possible. So I really like the fact that you have to pick up boxes to score points, and that swaps your weapons around. It forces you to use less optimal weapons, and yeah, it's an interesting gameplay element. I think very nice. So yeah, let's have another game. See if I can beat my high score of 7. Now, I said it's kind of like Defender, and what I mean by that is we're basically shooting side to side mostly, and we're moving up and down. That just reminds me of Defender, you know? There's probably another game that is more similar to, but yeah, I don't have that many reference points though. So you can see, enemies are kind of constantly spawning in the game, and oh, I just picked up the mines, they suck. Oh dear. So yeah, there's I'm very consistent. I'm very consistently average on this game, aren't I? It's interesting having the jetpack and constantly falling down. That makes things quite hard, I think. You know, I'd probably prefer it actually if there wasn't the gravity, but it's not a big deal. What I do like though are all the weapons. There's so many weapons. I don't know how many there is. 8 maybe? Oh, the minigun. You see there, because I seen the boss spawning, I thought, right, I'll hang on to that minigun and use it before I pick up the next box, because you don't know what the next box is going to be. Some of the weapons are really good, like the minigun or the machine gun. Some of them are kind of okay, like this laser gun. Some of them are really bad. The rocket launcher is quite cool. You know, rocket launchers usually are cool. The katana is kind of a lame weapon, but you know. Oh my god. Right, I think I was firing the more enemies weapon there, which is like the Joker weapon. Don't use that because it just makes life harder for yourself. So yeah, other things I like about the game. This is Farbs' first Pico 8 game, but it sounds, well, from the sounds of his Twitter page, it sounds like a pretty experienced game developer. I think you can see that experience because there's a lot going on in this game. A lot of different cool mechanics. There's you know, there's the camera, there's the scrolling, there's all the gravity effects, all the different weapons that are being. There's a lot in this game. For such a quick, I did well there, 14 points. For such a, you know, kind of simple, quick-paced game, there is a lot going on. Which is nice to see. Lots of particle effects that always add polish. So yeah, it's a very polished-looking game. Everyone loves particle effects. And yeah, this there are some really high quality submissions to this Disc Room Game Jam. If there's any, let's see if there's a pause menu. There isn't. Oh, options. Oh no, those are just the standards. Little things I'd like to add. I think it'd be cool if this game had maybe settings for like changing how the aiming works. Usually in games like this, there's an option, or the way I expect it anyway, is if you're firing in a certain direction, it'll lock you to that direction to let you kind of strafe around, rather than kind of changing direction like that. It makes aiming a little bit easier. It'd be nice if there was that option, but again, if that was kind of a decision that Farbs made and thinks, no, I want the player to actually concentrate where they're facing. Maybe that was a decision, but yeah. It'd be nice if that was in there, because it'd make my life a lot easier. Now, I haven't got very far in this game, as you can see. My best score in this session, at least, is 14. I'm not sure if there are any more enemies. My suspicion is that there are, and that as we get further in, I think things will just kind of escalate. To be honest, the game's pretty hard, so yeah. Oh my god, it's very fast. The enemies spawn all over the place. I'm getting some good weapons here. Now you see, I got loads of points there without even having to fight. Oh, I do like the machine gun. It's very cool. I think the camera's a little bit jittery. I'd maybe prefer the camera to be a bit slower, maybe. Cameras are hard to get right though, and it comes down to personal preference ultimately. Oh, the flamethrower is cool. I do appreciate a good flamethrower in a game. There's not enough There's enough games with really good flamethrowers, and it's such a cool weapon, isn't it? You know. So I'm glad to see that the flamethrower in this game is good. I love how different all the weapons are, and just these weapons and this character. I would love to see it expanded into kind of a bigger kind of game. I mean, this is like very game jammy, and the kind of, you know, endlessness of it, you know, means that it's fairly small in scope, but the gameplay is so good. It'd be great to have this like expanded. So yeah, if you're watching this Farbs, I will happily play another one of these games. There's a bleep in there. What's happening? Just something else I've just kind of noticed or realised that must have been a thing. It tells you where the enemies are going to spawn. You know, it's just little touches like this that are what make a game really good and really polished. Just little things, you know? I mean, I imagine, you know, when Farbs was programming this, you'd pretty quickly, I think, get a kind of game loop in, you know, with the shooting and whatnot. But then after that, it's so nice to see all the little extras added in, like all the different cool particle effects. The explosion there, that's a kind of spark effect. You know? I think some of the guns, I think the shotgun maybe has some kind of shell casings maybe, I could be imagining that. Just little things like, look at the grenade bouncing. Now, with Pico 8, when you're programming a game in Pico 8, it's not like kind of other programming systems, what you want to call it, other programming environments like Godot and Unity and things like that. Any features you put in your Pico 8 game, you're going to have to have coded yourself, or you're going to have to find from somewhere else, or you're going to have to be something that you've, you know, reused from a previous project. There's no kind of libraries of functions that you can just drop into a game. So if you put physics into your game, like for example the bouncing physics of the grenade, you're probably going to have to do that yourself. So the fact that there are so many little things like that in this game shows the kind of amount of effort that went into it, which is great. And yeah, this is a game jam game. Again, I really want to find out how much time was available for this, because this would, if I was going to try and make a game somewhere like this, I don't think I'd be getting it done in 2 weeks or however long they had. So yeah, very cool. There's screen shaking as well. I'm not usually a fan of screen shaking, but there is some in this game. People like screen shaking. I don't. I'm not going to complain though. I've just spent about 30 seconds complaining. I'll stop. Oh my god. So yeah, this is a really cool game. It's a quick arcade game. If you like Defender, then you might like this game. If you like shooting things, then you might like this game. If you like flamethrowers, you might like this game. Lots of reasons to check it out. I love the graphics as well. Those big razor blades, they look evil. Look like something off Binding of Isaac. I like the background, simple, effective. There's little things like, look, the boxes. The boxes aren't floating in the air. There's two little kind of wires or something holding them up. You know? So touches like that add to the polish of the game. You know? Add to the overall quality. Right, my favourite weapon is probably this machine gun. I really do like the machine gun. The minigun's a lot of fun, but it's a bit silly, isn't it? The machine gun, that feels like a weapon you can take through a whole game. Laser rifle. What's the key on the laser rifle? Oh, that's fantastic. So yeah, I think the best score I've managed so far whilst I've been talking has been 25. I'm sure there'll be many people who can absolutely annihilate that score. You don't come to this video series to watch highly skilled gameplay, do you? Anyway. Oh my god. There we go. 20! And I got the rubbish more enemies gun, which fires more enemies that can kill you. Don't do that. So yeah, very short video today. It's a very short game. Very simple game. But there's a lot of detail in there, which I hopefully have highlighted in this video, because that's the whole point of these videos. I'm trying to show good examples of like Pico 8. I want to, you know, get more people playing Pico 8 games and showing cool games like this that anyone can pick up and ever go on. If you want to play Super Disc Box, it's available on itch at the link below. You can download it from there for free and play it offline. You can play it in Splore like I'm doing, which you will have to purchase Pico 8. If you're interested in making Pico 8 games, you can play it that way as well, in Splore. So yeah, only 6 to new high score. Oh, I must have scored 31 then, or 30 at some point. Cool. And I'm not sure as well, maybe this is making use of some of the new text features. I wonder if that big game over font, I wonder if that's part of the new update to Pico 8's font. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of my video. Let's have a little swig of this punch. You can really taste the inositol and the L-carnitine. You can really taste them. Tastes like medicine. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't know if there'll be another game jam game from Disc Room Game Jam. I wasn't planning on there being, so yeah, that's a surprise. So yeah, thank you for watching. Check out the other videos. Check out Farbs on Twitter. He's got some really cool projects that he seems to be involved in. And yeah, have a go on Super Disc Box. Brilliant game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.